Well, spring has sprung. Well, you wouldn't know it. I mean, look at the conditions. So this is my first ride of the year. And you can see there's some snow removal going on, which, in case you haven't heard, we had a blizzard a couple of weeks ago. Just insane amount of snow. We had like 70 centimeters. In one dump. And it hasn't really started melting till today. This is like the first warm day we've had since the blizzard. And we even had a couple of other small snow falls on top of that. But just look at the amount of snow that we got. And they're doing snow removal. I mean, they've been doing that for the last couple of weeks and just slowly digging out. I mean, it was brutal. I mean, if you look at Sudbury, I think they were calling it snowpocalypse. You see a lot of like how bad it was. It was classified as like a 100-year storm. So it snowed for like probably about 30 hours straight, if not more. Like it was basically 2 days, and we had high winds at the same time, so there was a lot of drifting. And then it finished off with with rain, and then it went cold. So there was about a half inch of ice on top of the snow. It was it was something else. So I figured I'd make the first day or the first ride kind of just to document this craziness. And it's nice to be out on a bike finally. So I'm going to stick to the side streets and just in the neighborhood because I don't really want to deal with traffic much. Because, I mean, while the snow, the sidewalks are starting to open up, but there was no sidewalks there for a while. This is just, getting around to it. You can see it's cut right through. Can't even ride. Wow, I can ride on that. I don't have my winter tires on. I didn't, because I haven't ridden all winter. So I just waited for the pavement to clear up and then do a quick little ride. Just to see how incredible this was. But everybody pulled through. I mean, a lot of people helping each other out. We had guys in trucks, like, just going around and helping who they can. I mean, the elderly and, people who are disabled or unable to dig themselves out really needed a lot of help. And I haven't heard of, there was some people that were in distress, obviously, for about a few days. But all in all, I think everybody pulls through. I mean, I haven't heard anything tragic or anything like that. Healthcare workers had to, essential workers were taking snow machines, snowshoes, cross-country skis just to get, in the work. The whole town was shut down for one day, and then the second day things started to open up. But it took me 2 days to dig out. About 5 hours in total, 2.5 hours each time. And then I did, much what I kind of did in the first day. And then, but the snowplow hadn't gone by, and so I waited for the snowplow to get by. And it was all heavy equipment too, like the regular snow removal equipment that the city uses was stuck, wasn't able to do anything. So it was all like loaders and heavy equipment that had to do the first run. I had never seen anything like this, that's for sure. So we'll just Again, I'll stick to the side streets. Look at this. Big heavy grade coming up. But yeah, had a pretty, winter was, other than that, it was normal. Kept my workout routines going. Did a spin class. The nice is finally melting, eh? Oh. Yeah, I wanted to maintain my cardio that I had picked up there with all the mountain biking I've been doing. And so I'd go to spin class once, sometimes twice a week, just to keep that up. But I'm really looking forward to getting back on my mountain bike. But it's going to be a while yet. It's going to be probably a month and a half before we're going to have the trails are going to dry up. And then we got to worry about the potential for flooding. It's going to be really high. I'll be okay where I'm living because I'm living on the side of a slope there, but we got creeks and stuff that are going to overflow, lakes, cottages, all that kind of stuff. That's all going to be a problem there. Not too long. Yeah. Taking it easy. I don't know where to go. I got nowhere to go specifically. I was just gonna do a little loop, I guess. Maybe I'll check out, see how the sidewalk situation is on LaSalle. Because we had people like literally walking along the street, like on the main streets too. Yeah. See, this is going to be annoying to ride on. But I'll say this is very unusual for us. Normally at this time of the year, the ground is like just snowbanks left, and most of the ground is starting to show. Well, this is very unusual for sure. I don't have my winter tires on too, so I gotta kind of stay out of the snow. snow removal equipment here. Like just that normal, like that would normally be quite an effective snowblower, but it would, you know, I wouldn't have done it. I think one of the reasons why it took time for the sidewalks to get cleared, they probably had to bring in or get in special equipment for that, because the snow blowers on the sidewalk plows are not that tall, and they wouldn't be able to cut something that high, you know. Yeah. It's nice to feel the fresh air in the face again. I really enjoy cycling. I do. A lot. You know, if you're in your 50s like I am, you know, mountain bike. Well, mountain bike is probably a little bit hard for most people, but just an e-bike is great. Especially one that, you know, that makes you pedal, like what kind I have here, because it can get your heart rate going a bit. You know, working out in a gym, really good. I have a little bit of shoulder drama though. I have a problem with one of my rotator cuff muscles in my right arm, teres minor, which kind of destabilizes my shoulder, so that's why I end up getting these different types of injuries. It took a while to figure it out, but I did go to rehab, and of course the rehab physiotherapist figured it out right away. You know, I mean, that's what they're paid for, right? So I've been doing the exercises and that to strengthen it, but the thing is, it's going to take a long time, because the kind of problem I had is called a compensation. It's a compensation thing, where I think I hurt that specific muscle, the teres minor. Pulled it of, you know, in some way, most likely skiing, and you don't really. It's more of a stabilizer muscle. It's not really kind of like something you can kind of cope with it, you know. You know, in your everyday life, if you're not, you know, bench pressing, you can kind of get away with it's not using it. But it's the muscle that does the external rotations. And I'm very weak with my external rotations. I never knew that. I didn't realize it, because we don't normally do that kind of exercise when in the gym. Like, I'm going to work on my external rotators today. You know, it just doesn't come up. So I had no idea that I was like 80% down in strength. But that does come into effect when you've got dumbbells and you're doing dumbbell presses or bench presses, and, you know, those exercises, and that was causing the pain and the tendonitis and that, because it just wasn't stable. It was like a 3-legged wobbly chair instead of 4 legs, you know. Oh, go ahead. Well, anyway. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so this just got cleared out. This snowbank came all the way. This is the center of the road. It came all the way here with last night. So this is one example of like the one lane that we had. And here, I'll just drive by my place there. And that. So just clearing out just this section here. My old red rusty truck. Yeah, so I'd take all that snow, use a snow scoop, and I pushed it, all of that in there. And we didn't even bother digging that car out. That's the neighbor's car there. They don't use it. They got summer tires on, so we didn't bother. But that's the kind of way we had. And then our sidewalk right here is still not open. You can see how just a regular snowplow attachment that they put on the sidewalk equipment, you know, wouldn't cut through that. And I don't think they're going to clear that out either. That's probably going to stay like that till it melts. So anyway, that's this is it. It's the first ride of the year. Hope you enjoyed it. we'll see you next time.